Hi there, Rabbi. How's it going?
Um, I think it's going good. Thank you, Joe.
And it's time for another episode of How to Be Jewish in 30 Seconds. And in this segment, I think we are going to talk about Shalom Habayit. Aren't you proud of me for how I say that so well?
Evidently, you've been practicing Shalom Habayit.
And the concept, if I understand it correctly, is do you want to be happy or do you want to be right?
Exactly. And we have a choice when we're confronted, when someone says something. Now, remember, the word bayit means home or house. However, it's expanded because it means where we live. So we live in a county, we live in a state or a commonwealth, we live in a country, we live on a planet. So we don't want to use bayit in the narrow sense of four walls and a roof. We want it to mean where we are at any given moment. So Shalom Habayit asks us to stop for a moment before we respond to what's going on around us, to stop for a moment before we say something, before we criticize someone. And we have to ask ourselves, how am I saying this? Why am I saying this? And how am I responding to other people? Because the goal is serenity, wholeness, completeness. And it's not about being right or wrong, because usually when we make statements, it's not about stopping someone from drinking poison or putting out a fire so no one gets hurt. Usually it's nothing like that. Usually it's ego, it's hubris that pushes us to these things. So Shalom Habayit means we'll stop. How am I going to respond? Will my response lead to peace, to serenity, or it will lead to arguing, confrontation? Will my answer lead to constructive criticism? Will we do things better? Will the product be improved? Or am I just doing it to show I'm better than you are, or I'm smarter than you are?
Well, on my side of the fence, they call that blessed are the peacekeepers. But I understand what you're saying. I just don't know how I'm going to pull it off on Thanksgiving when the whole family is in one room arguing who gets the tail.
So we have to get rid of this idea of winning and losing, or putting other people down, or looking important. That's not the goal of Shalom. Shalom Habayit is constructive. And if we are constructive, we will get better results. We will get a better product. We will have a peaceful Thanksgiving meal.
Well, I'd argue with you, Rabbi, but I'd rather keep the peace. Thank you very much for your wisdom as
And
always, and enjoy the holidays.
and I keep my comments about your hat to myself because that's what you have chosen. And it's about Shalom Habayit. It would serve no purpose.